Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be making a pineapple upside down bundt cake. So delicious and so pretty. So these are the ingredients that I am using. I will list those in the box below because I wasn't about to be saying all of that. I would have, but I didn't have time. But anyway, so I have my bundt pan and I am using some Crisco. So I am making sure that I am rubbing this Crisco all around. And as you can see, I used the bag because I didn't want my hands all greasy. And so make sure that you get like all the edges and everything. And so I went ahead and now I am using a 4th cup of flour and I am pouring that in here. I'm going to shake it around and you guys, I'm going to turn it over into the garbage can, and that's what I did so that it can get everywhere. And I'll place it in the freezer until I am done making my cake mixture. For the cake, I started off with a white box cake mix. I like Dunkin' Hines the best. You can use yellow cake mix as well. And then I'm going to add 4 eggs. So I'm doing all my liquid ingredients first. So I'm doing the 4 eggs. Mix that up real good, not too much. Once the eggs ain't circle no more, you can stop. And so just because I was using a white cake mix, I added in a 4th cup of brown sugar and I gave that a mix as well. This is completely optional. You don't have to add it. Now to this, I am going to add in a whole bag or box. It's a bag now because I took it out the box of the white cake mix. I'm adding in 1 cup of milk or liquid. You can use water. I chose to use almond milk because that's normally what we keep in the refrigerator. And I was giving it a twirl and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot my 1/4 cup of flour. So I added in the 1/4 cup of flour and I just folded and mixed that over until it was well mixed together. And then I eyeballed, y'all. This was an eyeball all together. I would say it was about 2 tablespoons at the most of the pineapple juice out of the can because I'm going to be using these pineapples for the bottom of my pan. And then I'm just going to eat the rest of what I don't use. So that canned pineapples, I am going to go ahead and take some out. And I'm going to pat them dry with a paper towel and then slice them in half to use for the bottom of my cake pan. Okay, so now I am getting my pan out the freezer, okay, because I like it to be cold. And y'all, this butter, don't pay that no attention. It was left, like it had drips to the bottom from the excess from the edges and stuff. And I'm like, that is not going to waste, so I'm going to use it, and I did, okay? Alright, so now I added the pineapples to the bottom, and I tried to make it real cute, so I tried to have them all go in the same directions. And that was some cinnamon that I sprinkled around, and now I am just adding in my cherries into each hole where like in between each pineapple. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour my cake batter in here, and I already have my oven preset to 350 degrees, and we're going to bake this cake for about 45 to 50 minutes. Do a done test in between. Do y'all done test, okay? Okay, so straight out the oven, you guys, I am poking holes with my pick. I like to call this a real large toothpick, but it is what it is. So I poke those holes because the pineapple juice that I have left over, I am using it to put some on the bottom of the cake so that it can soak in between the holes. And this looked like it went so fast, but this was actually 10 minutes later, okay, a full 10 minutes, because I wanted to give it time to cool down first, although it was still burning up hot, and that is my favorite part. I'll be scared flipping it over. I'll be so scared. So now I'm just going to beat on it just to make sure that everything comes out the cake. The pineapples drop, and also those cherries drop to where they need to go. And I had to use a butter knife to lift this thing up because it was not going. So you can see where it's like a little zigzag. That is where my pineapples are, and it looks like that it's like cake not there, but that's actually the pineapples in between. Okay, so to make the icing that I'm going to add to the top, now this is optional because you can leave it like this because this cake is good just as is, okay? I added 1 cup of powdered sugar, and then I added 3 teaspoons of the pineapple juice. And before the cake cools completely, I just sprinkled a little bit of icing on it to let that soak in while that cake was still hot. And then I waited about 20 minutes for the cake to cool off. And now I am adding the rest of the icing as a drizzle. And when I say this looks and smells amazing, it's amazing. Make this cake, especially if you love pineapple upside down cake or upside down pineapple cake, whatever you call it. Look at that. Make this cake, you guys. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and cut me a piece, and I want to thank y'all for watching. And again, don't forget, you guys can get cookies by clicking the link, because we do ship cookies. Click that link, okay? Get y'all some cookies or share it with the Cookie Master. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye!